Hello, my name is Ardi and we are going to solve problem 5.27 from Sadiku book. So the question is find V0 in the op-amp circuit of figure 5.65. So let's remember some properties of an ideal op-amp that will be very helpful to solve this problem. So let's remember that. Okay, if I have an op-amp here, let's draw it. And I will have negative terminal here and positive terminal here. Okay, and if this is not A and this is not B, they have the same voltage. That is the first properties of the op-amp. So VA is equal to VB. And then what else? The current that goes into the op-amp, which is IA, and then IB here will be also the same. So I will have IA is equal to IB, but both of them is equal to 0 ampere. And then if we have the current that goes from the op-amp, so I will have IC here. IC is not the sum of IA and IB. So that means that an op-amp is not a KCL node. So we'll have this as not a KCL. So this is three properties of an ideal op-amp that will be very helpful for solving this problem. Okay, let's see in the circuit here, what can we get? This is our ground here. So this is 0 volt here. And this node here is V0 from the ground. So this is the node of V0. Okay. And then this node is V2. But then V2 is connected to the negative terminal of the op-amp. And then V1 here is connected to the positive terminal of the op-amp. They are both connected to the terminal of the op-amp. So we can use the first properties of the op-amp here, which is VA is equal to VB there. But in this case, V1 is equal to V2, right? So we will have V1 is equal to V2 from the properties of an ideal op-amp. And then this is 7.5 volt from the ground. So I will have 7.5. Okay. And then what can we do from here? We can do KCL at V1 and V0, right? We cannot do it at V2 because we don't know the current that goes from the op-amp into V2. So the KCL will be at V1 and V0. Okay, let's assume the direction of the current. This is going to the right, and then this is going down. This is goes into the op-amp, and maybe this is going to the right, and this is going down. Okay, now what can we get from here? I think we can do KCL at P1. Let's do KCL at node P1. And KCL said that the sum of the voltage, the sum of the current, I mean, that goes in will equal to the sum of the current that goes out. Okay? And then this one here, I will have 7.5 minus V1 divided by 16. And then the current that goes into the op-amp will be equal to 0 from the second properties of the ideal op-amp here. So this current will be 0. So we will have that will equal to 0. And then plus we will have this current here that will be V1 minus 0 divided by 24. Okay, I think we can simplify this. I will have 7.5 minus V1 divided by 16. And that will equal to V1 over 24. I think we can multiply both sides by 48, right? Yeah, I think 48 is good. And now let's continue it here. 16 and 48 will cancel into 3. And 7.5 multiplied by 3 is 22.5. So I will have 22.5 and then minus 3v1. Okay, 3v1. And that will equal to v1 over 24. 24 and 48 will cancel into 2, so I will have 2v. Okay, so we will have 5v1 is equal to 22. And what is v1? I think we can get the result from here. Let's use calculator. 22.5 divided by 5. And we will have 4.54. 4.54. Okay, this is an important value here, v1 here. But then we can also find out the v2, right? Because v1 is equal to v2. So the other important value is v2 is also 4.54. Let's also highlight that. And now for the next one, we can just do KCL at v0. Let's do exactly that. So we will have KCL at v0. It says that the sum of the current that goes in will equal to the sum of the current that goes out. The only current that goes into v0 is this one, and that current is v2 minus v0 divided by 8. And then the only current that goes out is here. So we will have v0 divided by 12. Okay, let's work in some space here. So we know that v2 is 4.5. So we will have 4.5 minus v0 divided by 8. And that will equal to v0 divided by 12. Okay, now what can we do? We can cross multiply here. 12 multiplied by 4.5. That will be 6 multiplied by 9, 54. Yeah, I think 54. That will be 54 minus 12 v0. And that will equal to 8 v0. And so we will have 44 is equal to 20 v0. But then v0 is 54 divided by 20. Okay, we will have 2.74 here. So I will have 2.74. Okay, that is the final result for this problem. 2.7. Hopefully I did not make any mistakes in my calculation. See you in the next video. Bye bye.